But Splash and the Soldier the Gang Spitter, a 21-year-old Charlotte woman found deceased by her boyfriend after being missing for a couple of days. And what Charlotte women got to understand is your boyfriend, your husband, your baby daddy, your stepper, your city boy, your demon, whatever you want to call him. He may can put fear in you, but he can never put fear in Smith & Wesson. He can never put fear in Century Arms. That's what make Dracos. He can never put fear in Masterpiece Arms. That's who make Max and Ruger and Luger and Glock and all these people. He can never put fear in these type of weapons. So it don't matter how crazy he seemed to be or what type of fear he put into you because he putting his hands on you, or you seen him knock a couple guys out, or you seen him do his jail time and all that there, and he can yell real loud and he'll punch the wall, he'll bust the TV, put a hole into the bathroom door and all that there. Yeah, but he'll still respect them FMJ bullets. He's still gonna respect them hollow tips. If he don't, his heart will. Yeah, his lungs will. How he breathe, that will. Once it get punctured, once it get a hole in it, his brain will once it start working. See, all that anger and all that mouth, that's just pride. You see what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with how the heart work. They ain't got nothing to do with how the lungs and how you breathe and all that work. Yeah, how his legs work. So once them FMJs and hollow tips, that gunpowder get inside of him, yeah, he'll get in line. See, one thing y'all females got to understand is he still follow order, because after he do that, after he killed that girl and left her in Harrisburg, he still put his hands up. Yeah, he still won't take the military to war. He won't take the SWAT team. He won't take CMPD to war. Yeah, he ain't like the cartel. Yo, you can't say he's crazy because the cartel do it. Yeah, when they took El Chapo's son, they took the police to war. And then they released his son. So why they won't do it? So he ain't that crazy. Just like when he get to prison or when he get to Mecklenburg County Jail, he gonna fall in line with the guards say and what the other inmates say. He may become a Muslim, or he may become a Blood or a Crip or whatever, or a King. Yeah, that's what he gonna do. So he follow order. He follow order real well. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta make him follow order. Just because he your man don't mean you gotta get in the car with him. Yeah, that don't mean he could just pull you inside of a car or tell you where to be or where to go, or you can't move or you can't do this there. The only reason why he feel comfortable and he can tell you things like that and you'll let him is because you ain't never showed him your evil side. Yeah, you ain't never fought back. Yeah, you may swing back. You know what I'm saying? You may call 911, but you ain't never told him you'll kill him. Yeah, you ain't never, when he woke up, stood over him with a knife by his throat and say, yeah, next time you put your hands on me, I'm gonna slit your throat while you sleep. You ain't never stood over him while he was asleep with a gun to his head and woke him up out of sleep with the barrel to his head, letting him know you would kill him next time he put his hands on you. You gotta put these type of thoughts in the demon mind. Yeah, he may get up and take it there with you and all that there, and you just gotta apply the pressure. If he do, you gotta let him know. When you riding in the car, you got the aux cord, or you got an up-to-date card where you can just connect the Bluetooth to the phone. You got to call a lawyer and put this on his mind, put this on the demon mind, put this on the guy who always putting his hands on the female mind. You call a lawyer, you ask him, yeah, what's the charge I get if a man put his hands on me and he don't got no weapon, I just shoot him and kill him? And see what the lawyer tell you under the Stand Your Ground Act. Call a lawyer and be like, is this under the Stand Your Ground law under North Carolina, under Mecklenburg County? If a man put his hands on me, we in a relationship, and he don't got no weapon, and I do, and it's on reach on me, and he smacked me, or he punched me in my jaw, and I'm in my own house or my car, or he just attacked me, and he's stronger than me, and I shoot him and kill him, would I get arrested for that? And I report the crime. I don't try to move the body or nothing like that, and I report that. Would I get arrested for that, or do I get a no bill? That's how you talk to him. Say, do I get a no bill? That's when the court don't indict you on no charges. So that's how you talk to him. See, when he hear you talking like that, he gonna know you know something, or he gonna know murder on your mind. You gotta let these demons know, these steppers, these gangsters, or these dudes that put their hands on females know that murder on your mind. That'll give him a second thought before he put his hands on you, or before he just handle you in type of way. But if you were just a regular female that just like gangsters and you kind of scary, and when he put his hands on you, you don't never call the police, you don't never let nobody know, you don't get nobody involved, you don't get no weapons, you just take the beatings, you just take the threats. Because I'm pretty sure that this dude right here has put his hands on her before, or he done did some type of threatening. He done told her he'll kill her, or he done told her he'll kidnap her and all that there. They don't just snap out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He done told her many a times, and she never took the warning before destruction that God always give all his children. She didn't take it. You know what I'm saying? She 21 years old, so she can go buy a pistol. She can go buy an AK. You know what I'm saying? These girls be so scared. They be scared to even go get a gun to shoot them. That's how much fear Even when they dating another woman can put so much fear into another woman where she even scared to go get a gun, let alone a man. So they even scared to defend themselves. So they just take whatever come with it. You know what I'm saying? Because he fighting his demons. And he taking it out on you. He don't take it out on the streets. He ain't really crazy like that. Because if he was, you will see him extorting other killers. This when you know your man really kind of crazy. If he extorting other killers and they paying him, not other drug dealers. If he extorting other killers and drug dealers, then he, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he still put his hands up like the rest of them do when the police come. So he still ain't that crazy. So you can't give him the type of respect that the cartel got. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't give these regular gangsters that type of respect. The cartel is the one who will take CMPD to war or the ATF to war, not the street guys, not the Bloods, not the Kings, not the Crips, none of these guys. So you can't give them that type of fear. They don't work for El Chapo. They don't work for them cartels in El Salvador or them cartels in Mexico. Nah, they just from Beatties Ford. They just from West Boulevard. They just from Idlewild. They just from Hinton Valley. They just from West Trade. So, yeah. So only power they got is their trigger finger. So you can have that same type of power. Let alone, if you under me, I'm going to have you wearing vests. I'm going to have you toting the biggest guns. You see what I'm saying? If you're up under me. So he'll know not to really play with you like that because he know that you'll know something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to run the law down to you so good and make you so comfortable to kill. I'm going to have you talking to lawyers. I'm going to have you taking these different classes. So you're going to really feel comfortable to kill. So these are the type of man you want to be around. A man that's going to teach you about safety. A man that's going to teach you about laws. Even though we still can have arguments and all that stuff. But you got to listen when we arguing. I shouldn't have to say, I'm going to shoot you or I'm going to beat you up or I'm going to do this and do all that stuff. We can have an argument without the violence. Once you start talking about a lot of killing and a lot of gunplay, you got to get up out of there, even if you think he ain't like that. Yeah, because all it take is pulling the trigger with 5 pounds of pressure. So it don't matter. So get that out your head just because you seen him get robbed or lose a fight or get shot or he ain't do nothing back and all that stuff. All it take is 5 pounds of pressure to pull that trigger. And he might take all that anger out on you. Every gangster been a victim before, so don't base your mindset off that. Yeah, don't underestimate. Let alone if, you know, you ain't never seen that there and all you seen was implied pressure. So nah, you got to apply that pressure back. When y'all had these big arguments and he put his hands on you and all that there, you can't go lay down with him. You can't sleep in the same bed with him that night or the next night. You got to go get a room. You got to go to your girlfriend house or your city boy house, your side dude house. Yeah, you can't just be, nah, you got to let them know you got options. You know what I'm saying? So if you need a part-time job, you got to get that there. If you need a part-time job, you know, to get an extra gun, you got to get that there. If you need to cheat to get an extra gun, you got to do that there. That's what you got to do. You got to get it how you live. You know what I'm saying? If you're a scary type of girl and you don't want to kill or you don't want to carry a gun, you got to leave the situation. So it might cause you to bring the law enforcement in. You can call the police. Yeah, he'll make you feel like you can't. Nah, you ain't under the street rules. You ain't sticking to no G code. None of that. That's for street guys. You a female. Unless you live up under that code or you a street female, then, you know, you got to get how you live. So still, you go get your gun. You go get your knife. You know what I'm saying? I made another video about how you come about a situation when you get beat up. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like getting inside cars and all that stuff, and you don't feel like it, nah, you ain't got to do that there. You can start looking up different apps that you can have on your phone where you can push a button and the police will follow y'all and leave your location on. That's what you got to have. If you don't want to have the gun or the knife, or you get put in a situation where you can't get it or you couldn't bring it that day, or he just knock you out and grab you and throw you in the car. You see what I'm saying? When you wake up or whenever you get to your senses, if you're in that type of situation, you got to have them type of apps. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's your boyfriend, he going to let you keep your phone. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a regular human trafficking case or a sex trafficking case. So, yeah, he might still let you have your phone. So you got to have these different type of apps on your phone. You got to have the different type of buttons in your car, you know, where you can reach law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Have a tracking device under your car, let alone leaving your location on in your phone, letting people know who can save your life, your moves. You know what I'm saying? Have an app where, you know, you can hit a button and alert your mama or your daddy or somebody that you're in trouble. You got to find these apps. These apps is out here. That's what you got to do when you're a female and you don't ever want to carry a gun or no weapon. You don't want no blood on your hand. You know what I'm saying? You're just too nervous. You feel like even if you try, you'll fail. Anytime you're in a relationship with a guy and he don't want to train you on guns and train you how to defend yourself against men, that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you ride and he got a whole bunch of guns on him, he got 2 guns and he don't want you to have one to protect yourself, you can even save his life. Now, you do got setup girls out here, but they should be able to tell the difference between a setup girl and a girl that's just there for fun or a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't trying to put weapons in your hand and all that duh, that's a red flag. They ain't trying to put you on game, they're trying to run game. But don't get it twisted from a guy that want to teach you safety techniques and he'll still go out and cheat every blue moon. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 different type of guys. He just cheating, so that's a different type of argument versus a guy, you know, that want to hurt you and kill you and kidnap you and all that stuff, and he cheat. You know what I'm saying? So it's still some good pros in the guy that will teach you all the safety techniques, but he might mess around with a female. That's just a simple argument. You know, that's just regular life situations, regular, you know, arguments. So you can deal with that. You know, same thing with you. You can do the same thing. You can cheat on him, but you'll never set him up. You'll never steal from him, but you might, you know, got your little couple of little city boys. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, you know, you just want to have your little fun. But that don't mean you'll cross your main dude out. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with him. So you got to be able to know the difference. And you will, because he always will teach you different techniques and how to survive and how to, you know, maneuver out here against men. So once you know how to do that against men, going against women will be so easy. You know what I'm saying? But so many guys that want to run game or don't care to teach, they might not even know like that. So they don't want you to run. The reason why they won't teach you, because that's why it's a red flag. They gotta want to try something. Or when they get mad, they know they temper and they anger. And they don't want you to have the advantage on them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a red flag. You gotta watch that though. But like I said in past videos, when you're in a situation where you're in a car and you're getting kidnapped, but it's by your boyfriend, so you can't really tell on the judgment, but you still kind of scared, you got to do different techniques to get up out the car. You can't just say you got to use the bathroom, because he might make you pee in your clothes, or he might take you somewhere in the woods or something and make you just piss. You got to say you got to do. Yeah, you might got to pass gas in there so he can smell it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, say you on your period. So he may stop at a truck stop. He may stop at the gas station. He may stop at a restaurant. When he do that there, that's putting him on camera. Yeah, that's putting him on camera. So that's what you want to do. If you get out the car, you never return back to the car. You tell the people in there to call 911 if you do that there. Another technique to do if you're really scared, now this is a dangerous one, you know, and you can get killed with this, but you may survive. When he driving, you know, you take the steering wheel and you turn it, especially when y'all coming up to a red light, because once you do that there and you yank the steering wheel, it's a guarantee that other cars gonna be around. So it's a guarantee, or it's a better chance that he gonna wreck. If that don't work, then you gotta learn sign language. You gotta learn sign language that cry for help. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like this. When you do this right here, it's like crying for help. So you gotta do stuff like that. You know, you gotta cause the scene. When you see a police car, when you see a CMPD car, or whatever state you in, city you in, Atlanta PD car, right? You gotta do stuff that cause a scene. You know, hit the horn or yank the steering wheel. So that's really the best time to do it, when you see a police car or a state trooper to yank the steering wheel. Because once he do that there, the police gonna come. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get behind him. And plus, he got the image that'll make a cop pull him over. Once he see him, they gonna think drugs in the car or something in the car once they see him. If he got tent still, he doing all that weaving and he just jerked the steering wheel like that, the police gonna see it if they're real close. Now, they can't be way across the other side of the highway or way across the other side of the street where they can barely see you. You got to make sure, you know, they can see you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the cop car right beside you or behind you or in front of you. That's when you do that though. Or if he riding down the street and you see a big tree or a sturdy pole, that's when you want to take over the wheel. A fire hydrant or something like that, you take over the wheel and make them crash. Even until, like, you riding past people's houses, crash into their cars, they park cars. And if you don't got no big pickup truck or Hummer or a sturdy SUV, when you hit the cars, he gonna crash. It's gonna kill the engine. You know what I'm saying? He may can bounce back, but if he going over 40 miles per hour, he might, you know what I'm saying, stand still right there. And that'll give you time. That'll make neighbors and everybody call the police. Or he'll be injured so bad that he can't even move. So that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's how you get up out of different situations. If you don't got no weapon, you ain't got no knife, you ain't got no gun, you know, you got to think of different tactics. When you watch a Lifetime, when you're watching these movies, you got to look at when females in cars, how they get the police attention or how they get other people who driving attention. You know, how they escape. You got to watch scary movies. When you watching scary movies with your man, you got to see how they escape serial killers, how they escape monsters when they in cars. Them same type of techniques work in real life. You see what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, these guys not prepared for these type of techniques. They're not prepared. They just want you to be scared because the average woman just be scared if you ain't knocked out. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't beat you to a bloody pulp where you can't pay attention, you can't see. When you in, or you tied up, now you in a situation like that, then you know you in for the ride. But you just riding all that stuff. One of these type of situations will work. But you gotta do something. If you don't do nothing, then you just lay there and die. You just lay there and whatever he want to do to you, it's gonna get done. But if you already got it in your head that he'll do what he gonna do, or you feel like he gonna do something, you ain't got nothing to lose. So yeah, you might as well go hard. You might as well go hard. Don't just let him get locked up by the police and go to jail and all that. No, he got to feel your pain. He got to always remember you, even if it's just a slash across his face. You got to leave him something where he always going to remember you. He always going to have nightmares about you. So don't never be an easy kill. We all can get touched. We all can get clapped and all that. But just don't go out easy when it's your man. You know, somebody else you don't expect, of course, they can just catch you slipping. But him or her, yeah, try your best to make them remember if you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? That'll let your mama know. That'll let your family know that my baby went out with a fight. When he come to court, he got a big slash across his face or in the middle of his face or on his neck. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Or in a car wreck, he got paralyzed or he got damaged real bad. Yeah. They're going to know my baby fought. My baby ain't try to give up. And they're always, even though your parents and family members and loved ones still going to be sad, but they're going to know that you ain't just lay down. You went out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's my take on this conversation right here, man. Of course, I'm going to keep coming with stories like this to get safety tips to the females and women because ain't nobody else doing it. So I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Come.